Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. 2 people were killed and 1 teenager was hospitalized in 3 separate off-road vehicle crashes over the holiday weekend. Last Wednesday, November 26th at around 3:30 p.m., the California Highway Patrol says that a 14-year-old was riding a Kawasaki dirt bike within the Johnson Valley off-highway vehicle recreation area. The San Bernardino County Coroner's Office identified the rider as Robert Pudwill of Yucca Valley. The CHP says that Pudwill was in the Chocolate Thunder area when he lost control and was ejected from the dirt bike. The CHP says that a while later, witnesses found the teen and began life-saving measures. Morongo Basin Ambulance arrived and pronounced Pudwill dead at 4:15 p.m. On Friday at around 4:15 p.m., the CHP says that a 16-year-old male from Rancho Cucamonga was driving a Honda CRF 150 dirt bike within the Johnson Valley off-highway vehicle recreation area. The CHP says that the teen hit uneven terrain and crashed, injuring his head. He was transported to Loma Linda University Medical Center by Mercy Air, where he is being treated. And on Friday at approximately 9:50 p.m., the CHP says that Gary Brenneman, a 49-year-old resident of Oceanside, was driving a Polaris Razor UTV within the Sunfair Dry Lake area. The CHP says that Brenneman made a sharp turn, rolling the Polaris onto its side. They say that he suffered a major injury to his arm, resulting in significant blood loss. Brenneman was taken to High Desert Medical Center by Morongo Basin Ambulance, and he was pronounced dead at 11:30 p.m. The CHP's investigation into these 3 incidents is ongoing. Neither drugs nor alcohol are considered to be factors in any of these investigations. A transient was arrested on suspicion of soliciting sex from 2 minors and resisting arrest in 29 Palms. On Monday, San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to the area of 29 Palms Highway and Incelia Avenue in 29 Palms, where they contacted Joshua Padore, 31, a transient of 29 Palms. Deputies say that Padore approached 2 teenagers and offered them beer in exchange for sexual acts. The teenagers left the area and called 911. During their contact with Padore, deputies say that he tensed up during the arrest and physically resisted. No injuries were reported, and Padore was taken into custody. He is on probation for assault and burglary. Joshua Padore was arrested for investigation into contacting a minor with sexual intent and resisting an executive officer. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $30,000 bail. A council member reorganization led off the year's final Yucca Valley Town Council meeting. Online news editor Robert Hayden was there and joins us with the first of his recaps.
The Yucca Room was decked out with festive holiday decorations and a lot of carrot cake in celebration of Mayor Jeff Dro's birthday, as well as his last night serving as mayor of the town of Yucca Valley. First up, a State of the Town address and video presentation from Mayor Dro, who dedicated it to the town employees who he says keeps the town running. The video presentation highlighted achievements that have taken place in the last year. Here's a quick rundown by the numbers. Public safety continues to be a top priority for the town. Deputy Alex Strumbo has been appointed as the new school resource officer for the 2025-2026 school year, along with a second sheriff's service specialist who will handle non-emergency investigations and admin duties. There are also 17 active citizens on patrol who donate approximately 35 hours a month assisting law enforcement, adding up to about 4,000 volunteer hours a year. Public Works has been busy this year with the opening of Founders Plaza, which will be the site of Wednesday night's tree lighting ceremony, the Aquatic Center, the reopening of Macris Park, a refurbished senior center, and 152 miles of road improvements are also on their list of achievements. Youth sports programs continue to be popular with 755 participants this year, and the Yucca Valley Youth Commission is the largest it's ever been with 40 active members. The town has also issued 894 new building permits in 2025, and the presentation also highlighted the protections put in place for senior mobile home parks, the town's public art program, and the full schedule of events that Parks and Rec put on throughout the year. After the presentation, the outgoing mayor took a moment to reflect on his time in Yucca Valley, which began when he moved here in 1976. Jeff Dro is also a teacher at Copper Mountain College, which showed when he quizzed the room on some 1976 trivia, the number one song that year.
Well, it was Don't Go Breaking My Heart, Elton John and Kiki D.
Minimum wage was $2.30 an hour. The number one TV show was Happy Days, and it was either Councilmember Rick Dennison or Jim Schooler who successfully guessed the top movie that year.
Who said Rocky? It was Rocky. Oh my gosh. Well, you're going to be the next mayor then.
Choosing the next mayor doesn't exactly work that way, but it isn't far off. Mayor Pro Tem Merle Abel was nominated as the new mayor and unanimously passed, with Councilmember Jim Schooler stepping next in line as the new Mayor Pro Tem. Mayor Drode concluded his comments by acknowledging his wife Carrie, as well as some of the perils of the public position.
It can be hard, when you have a lot of criticism, and when it bleeds over from me to her, it gets hard. So thank you, Carrie. Thank you again for allowing me to serve as your mayor in 2025. How many council members are so accessible? Really, when you look at other communities, do they give you your cell phone number? Do they respond to your emails, or do they have an assistant respond to your email? We are more accessible than I think I ever imagined any council could be. So thank you, council members, for being so accessible to the community. And from my heart, I say thank you, and please love Yucca Valley. It is your town and my town.
And with that, there was a 10-minute break while the council reorganized, and the council members, town staff, and around 35 residents in attendance all got the opportunity to eat some carrot cake. The meeting was far from over, though, with presentations coming from Joshua Tree National Park, San Bernardino County Fire, finance auditors, the Yucca Valley Film Festival, and a full public comment period. We'll have those stories for you later this week. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The Morongo Valley Community Services District announced yesterday they will be holding a special meeting tonight at 6 p.m. in Covington Park's Mesquite Room. Reporter Gabriel Hart has a look at this agenda.
First, there will be a closed session conference with legal counsel concerning significant exposure to litigation, followed by a closed session report. For the open sessions agenda, the Board of Directors will discuss, review, and approve rescheduling December's regular meeting, along with the scheduling of a special meeting on account of a personal conflict with one director, running risk of losing quorum. General Manager Brittany Chavez and Board President Christina Gorky will give a recap on their recent trip to the California Special Districts Association Leadership Academy Conference. Finally, the board will discuss and review the potential substitution of the district's general counsel. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
Last night, the city of 29 Palms kicked off the holiday season with a festive downtown celebration, and reporter Heather Clisby was there.
Bundled up against a chilly evening, residents of 29 Palms lined downtown streets and cheered decorated floats, dazzling decorations, and awaited the arrival of international celebrity Santa Claus. Hungry shoppers who came early enjoyed the marketplace and food vendors before the parade began at 6 p.m., which headed south down Adobe, west on Highway 62, and into the heart of Freedom Plaza. Dressed-up fire engines, sparkling tanks, glittering floats, festive golf carts, e-bikes, and even reindeers riding Harleys made for a festive lineup as holiday music filled the air, along with the voice of our very own Gary Dagneau, who emceed the well-attended event. Children of all ages lined up for a photo with Santa and his date, Mrs. Claus, and some were even ready to submit a gift request straight to the man himself.
A toy kitchen. A red train. K-pop coin book. A puppy. I want a golden doodle specifically. I want a wheel sword. A kitty. I want a skull panda. A kitty. A kitten. Dirt bike. My Hero Academia stuff. A star. I want a Hello Kitty toy. My PTO.
City leaders were also on hand to deliver remarks, including Mayor Stephen Bilderain and Major General Mark H. Klingon. When asked, Mayor Bilderain offered his own Christmas wish list.
A prosperous new year for 29 Palms. Small businesses starting to flourish some more, better weather, but just everyone have a healthy, wealthy next 2026. I think that's what I would really want that for everybody.
At long last, the moment came that we had all been waiting for, the point of no return. No matter how much Halloween candy and Thanksgiving turkey is still in the house, Christmas has officially arrived. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
Thank you, Heather. And tonight in Yucca Valley, they will be celebrating the holidays with the town's annual tree lighting ceremony from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the newly opened Founders Plaza, located right off Highway 62 and Elk Trail in Old Town Yucca Valley. The tree lighting will take place at 6 p.m. sharp and will be followed by warm seasonal drinks and photos with Santa Claus himself. And finally, the Yucca Valley High School boys soccer team earned a hard-fought 2-1 win against the Desert Christian Academy Conquerors of Bermuda Dunes. The Trojans struck early in the first half with a composed finish from freshman Nate Lorson, securing the opening goal of the match and giving Yucca Valley momentum. In the second half, the Trojans continued to press, and junior Adrian Mendoza delivered the decisive goal with a well-placed strike that pushed Yucca Valley ahead 2-1. The Trojans look forward to hosting the Desert Hot Springs Golden Eagles on December 11th. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.